We've featured a lot of Panasonic lenses on here now, and well, there's still a few curious options left. So let's crack on with the next interesting lens. This is the Panasonic Leica DG Macro-Elmarit 45mm f2.8 ASPH, and at 600 brand new or 300 second hand. Would I consider it, or rather should you? Got a 90mm full frame equivalent, f2.8 to f22, minimum focus distancing of 15 centimeters with a 2x full frame equivalent magnification. You'll notice there on the side we've got a handy focus full and limit switch to start you at 50 centimeters instead of 15 centimeters. We've got a mega OIS switch there, 46mm filter thread, and it only weighs 225 grams. But at £600, is it worth it? Let's check out some samples and then have a chat about it on the other side. In use, honestly, at first I wasn't too sure, but once I got into it a little bit, it proved to be yet another nice option, but obviously only if you need macro and tele, and there is another option at a shorter focal length, but we'll come to that in another video. The build quality is almost as good as the other Panasonic Leica lenses that we've looked at, and really, there's nothing to worry about on that front. The lens is sharp throughout and would work well also, I think, for architecture and stuff like that, as well as close macro work. But to be fair, you could use it as a general purpose telephoto too with no problems. For me, the point of it where it really shines is macro work. Now, there are no issues with chromatic aberration. There is a little barrel distortion up close, but in other shooting scenarios, the bokeh is actually really appealing, again, making this a very flexible lens. Macro shooters are more likely to shoot with manual focus, I'd say, and this lens has a nice wide manual focusing ring that is well dampened, easy to use. This is not particularly special or magical, and that's probably down to the fact that it is focused by wire, but it gets the job done. The autofocus is internal, it's typically speedy and accurate, and honestly pleasant to use out and about. I enjoyed this lens, and I think it will give a lot of food for thought if you've got 300 to 600 to spend, but you want a true macro as well as an all-purpose tele. So have you used this lens? What other Panasonic lenses should we feature? Let us know in the comments below, subscribe, and I'll see you there.